Hello, today I'll be taking you through node basics. In the short video that follows, I'll show you how to add a node from the library, rename and run it. Then I'll show you how to view a snapshot of the data produced by the node in the BRD viewer. Finally, I'll show you how to join your nodes together. So I'm going to add the static data node to the graph canvas. The nodes all reside in the node library, which you can normally find at the bottom of the screen. The nodes are all grouped in categories. The static data node is found in the acquisition category. To add a node to the graph, simply double-click. Click and drag the node to move it to the right place on the graph canvas. Once you have added a node, it is always a good idea to rename it, so I will right-click on the node and choose Rename. The name for your node should be entered into the label box. You could also add other supporting information about the node in this window. Next, I will run the node. I need to make sure I have the node selected. Then I click the Run button, the button with the green arrow from the toolbar. If the node is run successfully, you should see a green tick appear over the node, and the number of records the node has produced should appear next to the green output pin. If a node fails to run, a red cross will appear above the node, and an error message will be displayed when you hover your mouse over it. If any of your nodes need running again, use the Rerun button found on the toolbar next to the Run button I used earlier. You can also stop a node running or clear a node's status using the next two buttons on the toolbar. To view the data produced by a node, you need to double-click on the green output pin. If the pin isn't green, then the node has not run correctly. The BRD viewer will display a snapshot of the data produced. By default, 1000 records, although this number can be changed. Back on the graph, I will add another node. As you can see, the input pins on this node are red. This is because there is no data feeding into this node. If I want to use the data from my first node in the second node, I need to join them together. To do this, I need to click on the output pin from my first node and drag over to the input pin on the second node. Once the nodes are joined, the input pin on the second node will turn green. If you want to add a bend point to the join line, you can right-click on the line, choose Insert, and then Bend Point. The bend point will then appear as a red dot on the line when you hover over it. You can then move the bend point around the graph. You can also add a bend point by pressing the Control key and clicking on the line. To remove a join line, simply click the pin and drag the line away.